Hello, and welcome to another episode of Brettcast Gaming Talk and a little bit of Transformers talk. So, as you can see, I'm loading up the game Transformers Forged to Fight, which I have another gameplay of on my other channel. But I felt the need to make this video because I wanted to get out my thoughts of what I really think of this game. And so that's kind of the reason I'm also playing it. Just so it's there's something to the video. Anyway. Alright. So what I don't like about this game. Because this game has a lot of problems, if you ask me. Now, one of the biggest things for me personally sorry, I was distracted by this whatever chat thing here. Anyway, let's start with the characters. And this is the problem that I have with the characters, alright? The movie designs, they're fine. They're movie designs. You really can't fuck that up. But the thing that bothers me is when they do these so-called generations designs. And the reason that I have a problem with it is because it's like, I mean, look at Optimus here. Right? Look at Optimus. This isn't a Generation Optimus. This is the Combiner Wars Optimus from the toy. I don't get why they picked Combiner Wars Optimus of all just to represent the Generations Optimus. But, I mean, Motormaster, same freaking thing. It's Motormaster from Combiner Wars, based on the Voyager class Motormaster that came out with Combiner Wars. You know, even like, I don't know what a good example would be really. Like even RC is pretty much based off the the Thrilling 30 design, which is okay, although her hands are a little disproportionate to the rest of her arms, but that's not really what the problem is. And that's just like a lot of them. I mean, look at, I mean, I don't have him, but you know, Blaster is based off of Combiner Wars. Man, there's a lot of movie designs. The Megatron here is, I'm going to assume, based off of Combiner Wars as well. I could tell you for sure that Starscream is based off of Combiner Wars, and probably Soundwave too. They probably just, that's probably how they made blasters. They probably just reskin Soundwave to be Blaster. The rest of them I can't say, but that's one of my biggest concerns with this. You know, even Prowl. Prowl's terrible with the Combiner Wars design. I just don't like it. And I'm glad they didn't do it to Ratchet. You know, he's got a actually halfway decent design for himself in the game, but the rest of it I just feel is extremely lazy for character design. Then another problem with this game is, first of all, for a fighting game, why does it have this base building aspect that you're seeing here? I don't get that. You know, this is supposed to be a fighting game, not a base building game, right? And then the actual fighting part of it is a very minimal actual amount of the game. Not to mention, there's too many of these fucking loading screens. But the fights take like, a couple minutes to do. And fights are a big problem too, is that there's no actual skill that's needed to go into the fighting. I mean, I can do. I mean, it's literally just tap one side of the screen to do this, swipe this way to do that, and, hold down to do that, and, like, there's no skill to this game, you know? Sure, it's fun and all that, but it's just like, you guys could have put a little more effort into your game. I mean, this is probably just coming from a really big Transformers fan, but like, look at where Earth Wars has become. I don't have that on my phone, sorry. But look at where Earth Wars has come. They have fucking combiners in Earth Wars. Why can't we have that? We just get these shitty Combiner Wars designs. I'm surprised they haven't started taking Titan's Returns Power of the Prime designs and putting them in here, especially Power of the Primes. And some of them, I'm glad they aren't just movie designs anymore. Back when I had started playing this, I was pissed that Bumblebee never had a Generations design. Now he clearly does, which is great. They seem to be more focused on movie designs more than anything in this, and it just makes me mad. I know fans love these Sharkticons. I could care less about them. And I know it's like, it's still a popular game. It's still flowering. And yes, I know it's still going to get more characters. But like Ironhide, where's his Generation 1 or Generations look? I'd love a Generation 1 Ironhide in here. Same with Mirage. Mirage again falls victim to the Combiner Wars aesthetic. I mean, look at that. They could have at least done his actual Generation 1 look, but they didn't. So it's like, I don't know. There's a lot of problems, and some of it too is the sorry, hold on. There's all this pointless collecting of crap that you get, that it all adds up eventually, but I don't know. And there's things that I don't see the point of doing it. Like if I forge 2 characters, what is that really doing? It doesn't seem to do anything other than now I don't have, a 1-star Optimus and a 2-star Optimus floating around somewhere. Sorry, excuse me. But I can just have the 2-star. And then the star difference doesn't seem to matter either. I can take my 2 stars and fight 3 stars. Yeah, it's gonna take a few more punches, but I can still do it. So it doesn't seem to be that much from going from 1 star up. Obviously if I take my 2 stars and just, try to fight a 4 or 5-star, that's gonna be much more difficult, but still. So I mean, it's not a bad game by any stretch. I kind of took a hiatus from this game for a while, but my other channel's been needing some content while my computers are out of commission, so aside from Animal Crossing, I just you know, put the game back on here, and it's nothing fancy at all by any means, but this game could have just been more than it is. It could have been more than just this, For a fighting game, it has an awful lot of non-fighty things to it. It has all your mobile game tropes, Oh, that was close. Oh, actually, that's nice. Sorry. Of, paying for this or that, when you can work for it and all that, and it has all these crystal things that you get for free, which is nice, the chance to get characters and stuff without having to pay for it with physical money is great, although I'd never be stupid enough to pay for something in a mobile game. But yeah, I feel like if this game had actually if they took a little more time in this game, they could do so much more with it. This could be great on like 3DS, or even like a free download game on Steam, or on PlayStation Store or Xbox Store, whatever those are called nowadays. This game could have been so much more than it is, and I really wish it was. I mean, I've been playing this game since it came out, and it's gone through a lot of changes, and I think the state it's in now is probably the best that it's ever been. But that doesn't mean it's spectacular. I've never played Earth Wars. I don't play Tower Defense, but I've heard nothing but good stuff about Earth Wars. And that's fine. I would say bring back Transformers Legends. That was a sweet game. It was kind of like a card game with the battling in it. And fortunately, they stopped developing that. They ended development on that game, which is whatever, but that game was rad. It had some good stuff in it, and that game had just so much more than this game could. But again, I understand that, this game still has a long ways to go. For now, I'm going to keep playing, but if things do happen to just get worse, then I'm going to stop playing it. Again, I will hiatus again. It doesn't really bother me. Oh my god, these people in this chat. I'm sorry, guys, if you have to see this. So anyway, yeah, that's my thoughts on Transformers Forged to Fight. I know that seems scattered. I usually script these videos. This was all unscripted, so my thoughts just kind of bounce around and all that. And but that's all I have to say. So if you wanna get in on the story here, leave a comment below. As always, thanks for watching, and goodbye.